Yeah, so we should make this very clear for everyone from the start that all the scenes that you see in the movie are co-acted by everyone that you see. So there's no differentiation at all between live action actors and performance capture actors. It's all acting. There is actually no difference. And I think it's probably a good time to say that performance capture has a bit of a misconception and is perceived in a slightly strange way, that it's all it is really is a tool. And Joe, I'm sure you'll back me up on this. In terms of the acting process, what happens after the performance is a whole other area of wizardry. But in terms of acting, there is no difference between acting in a performance capture suit, and I think James will back me up on this, and live action acting, except for the fact that, I'm playing a different species. But if I was to play a human being in a performance captured role, we'd be sitting here being as natural and acting in the same space on a live action set. And that was a big significant leap for this production, that we were on live action sets together rather than on a virtual stage. But every single location, the performance capture actors worked with the live action actors, yeah.
Hi, I have a question for James. A lot has changed since your last big budget movie franchise, the Spider-Man movies. You've been to film school. There have been a lot of advancements made in visual effects. I was wondering, how have you possibly changed in terms of maybe looking at dailies or your approach to acting since, for this particular movie, when it came to the visual effects? And also, if you wanted to direct a visual effects heavy movie, what would you want to do? What would it be about?
Yeah, my attitude has changed a lot, actually, about these kinds of effects, but that's partly because the technology has advanced to a place where we can do a movie like this, where I don't think I acted in front of a blue screen once, or if I did, it was just way in the background. We had actual sets, and the technology allowed Andy to come onto our sets and just act, in a set. So it brought us back to, good old-fashioned, movie making, where you get to act on, with a real set, but, get these kinds of computer-generated creatures, but also have a great actor underneath the computer-generated creature, and. I have been studying digital media at Rhode Island School of Design, and that has changed my whole perception of this kind of work. I embrace it, and it was actually one of the reasons I wanted to do this. It was a chance to have a different kind of acting experience, and maybe when I started Spider-Man 1 back in the day, I was one of those actors that thought, oh, all right, I'm a part of a big thing, and it's going to be kind of fake acting. I'll be acting to nothing, or tennis balls, or this kind of thing. But now here we are 10 years later, and I get to make a movie with opposite a chimpanzee, but underneath, there is an incredible actor, and I can, look him eye to eye and engage with him and interact with him and do everything that I would do with a non-performance capture actor, and so it's exciting, and as far as doing it myself, Andy's making it possible, or so he says, for smaller budget projects to use this kind of technology. I'm very interested in it. It's just that. Right now, the kinds of movies I'm making don't scream like, big box office, so I can't really justify, spending millions of dollars to do this. But if I had a script that I felt like, okay, this will make its money back, I certainly would do this, because it's incredible.